It's Johnny Jones, and I'm here at home, and today we have the Cobra 86 XLR. I've had this radio a while. Just popped up an antenna on my camper for it. We're going to go ahead and see what it's swinging, but first, I want to talk a little bit about the radio. I love these style of Cobras. The Cobra 85 over here, which I love. Very simple radio, it's why I love it. Also, I have some connection to it from an old experiences, but what I like about them so much is all of the components are so easy to access. They're easily accessible. You know what? Stop it. Anyways, so the bottom, you can easily get down in there and do your soldering. Faceplate, everything is so open, and you can just pop probably a little burner, a little RFX, little booster board in here if you wanted to, easily, without having to take a speaker out like you would with a Cobra or something, because the speaker, of course, is front facing. Yeah, the good starter radios. Starter like me, because I'm a starter. Anyways, that was a bad joke. The shell just pops right off of these things. You know, there's really just 2 screws there, and very sturdy. Ow. Anyways, let's take a look at the Cobra 86 XLR. Now, when I had this thing, when I was testing it, because I wanted to see if it would work before the video started, because I dropped the thing and I was a bit afraid. I had this on 100 watts, and I was going audio, hoo-diddly-doo, hoo-diddly-doo, ha-diddly-doo, ha-diddly-doo. I was like, damn, that's not doing much. My God, it's crap. And look at the modulation. Modulation's good, right? So I got it over here. I was like, oh shit, I have it on 100 watts. The light is not helping me here. So turn it on 10, and look at this shit. Audio. It's actually about 12 watts it's doing, which is pretty freaking good for this old thing. And you just got off of eBay. It's been probably sitting in someone's freaking basement for 20, 30 years. Probably longer than that, but who knows? It's going about 12 watts, 12 to 15 watts it's swinging. Let's see if this thing receives, though, right? Because we have it hooked up to a dummy load right now. The antenna I just ran from outside is going to be hooked up to the back. And we'll see if we get any static. I hope so. I hope there's someone talking on the radio, and I hope we can get a shout out. Well, wait a minute. I have to go through all the buttons, right? Volume. You see that? It just does that. Dynamic. It just does that. Squelch. All the way down. Delta. Just, I don't know what that means at all. Do you guys know what delta means? Leave it. I'm just fucking with you. Of course. It's a delta tune. Yeah, it's an old radio. It's going to have a little delta tune. Most of these. This is an early 40 channel radio. You know how I can tell? Because of this right here. This chassis was made for a 23, and then 40 came out, and they're like, fuck it. Let's just do this. Get on the ball. Fast as we can. FCC said 40 channels. Let's make them. So you'll see the really early 40 channels will look like this. Look just like the 23s. And unfortunately, sometimes this shit doesn't work very well. I've seen radios where it was an obvious 23 channel radio, and they had to make the numbers so frickin' tiny to try to put 40 channels on them that it's hard to tell what fucking channel you're on. However, this is fine. It looks like they just enlarged this a bit, and so you can tell what channel you're on just fine. You have little dots in between the 5, the 7, and the 5 there, so you can only guess that that's the number 8. And yeah, you caught it. So, anyways, whatever. Let's get this thing on the air and see if we can hear anyone, right? Well, I grabbed a Fire Stick, the longest one I have. I got a box of these brackets last year. There's a whole box of them. But unfortunately, these bolts are not long enough to fit around the posts. So I had to scrounge around in my father's tool shed. Okay, maybe just I found them in the yard. But either way, these should work just fine. Same size and everything. They won't look as cute and smooth, but whatever. Let's get this damn thing up. Now, I was going to make a custom one. Still plan on doing it. But first and foremost, I just want to get this damn thing up and see if this has enough metal to actually be useful as an antenna, because we need a good body, right? Just like a truck, need a good body. Good body. Yeah, like Meryl Streep. I'm just kidding. I can't stand that woman. All right, it will fit snugly around that pipe now. No, I'm not going to put the antenna here frickin' sideways. I was just testing to see if the diameter of the pipe was going to be small enough for this bracket to fit. Or do you want me just to climb up there and test it out and break my damn neck? Huh? Is that your genius idea? Huh? That one guy? Well, no one guy. I'm not doing that. I'm a little bit smarter than that. But not much. All right, I got it up there. Yeah, it's a little bit crooked right now. The bracket slipped over, or maybe I didn't put it on there completely straight. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyways, that is a pain in the ass to do one-handed. Yes, trying to hold onto a ladder and screw that stuff together. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do. Anyways, let's go get the coaxial cable, run it up to it, see if we got a nice SWR spread. If we don't, yeah, let's do it. You would think out of all the radios and all the equipment that I have, I'd have some damn coaxial cable just laying around. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go put this antenna up. Woo! It's straight as morning wood, and I got the coaxial cable ran up there. I tested the coax out on dummy load first, so make sure it was working, because if the dielectric's crushed, you know, it can change the impedance, cause you a high SWR. So it is working. And that whole time I was looking for a coaxial cable that I brought out here, you know, not long ago, yeah, so I was the whole time just standing beside coaxial cable that I could have used, but hey, I got so much, it didn't matter. Okay, that was me putting an antenna on the camper. Hopefully you saw that. Now, I just plugged this up, and I'm actually hearing some fuzz, which is making me antsy in my pantsy. A&L, I forgot about A&L. Yeah, you got A&L, whatever. I'll clean this up. My God, how dusty is this? All right, let's see. We should have people on 15. But the volume is just a bit low here. I don't like how low that is. Oh, shit. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Gonna put a jump scare. Oh, fuck. All right, yeah. The volume's fine. The pot might be a little bit fuzzy. It might have some corrosion on it. Holy shit. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought he was the one that fixed it up for you.
Yeah, it might be that pot. Because it goes from no volume to immediate volume. Squelch. It's almost like there's squelch on, but there's not.
Yeah, he's still got a Mark 3.
There we go. See if I can get a radio check.
Something wrong with he's supposed to fix it for me one day, but I don't know if he'd do it now or not.
Break for radio check. Break for radio check 15. This guy's got an annoying noise toy. That's what that sound is.
R27, S23. I got it for $150 plus shipping. I think it was like $210.
Break for radio check 15.
No, it was $188 with shipping.
So I have to turn this shit all the way down to keep this guy from...
Turn that radio check, buddy. Go ahead.
Can I get a radio check? Johnny Jones over here, just need a radio check on this box I picked up on eBay.
It's working, man. It's working over in Alexis.
Oh, wow, that's quite a bit. I'm in Pumpkin Center over here, just sitting on a Cobra 86 XLR, one of the early 40 models.
Cobra 86 LXR. Well, it's working. Sound good in Alexis.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I didn't want to interrupt anything. You guys have a good night.
All right, hold on a minute. Have you been hoodooed today?
Hoodooed today? I don't believe so. Why?
Well, let me hoodoo you. This is Hoodoo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of you.
Tickets.
How have you been? This is a cliffhanger. Johnny Jones, they'll call me.
Roger on the cliffhanger. All right, man. You have a good day. It's working.
All right. Wow, I didn't think it would go that smoothly. We got a radio check pretty much immediately. Cobra 86 XLR. The only weird thing about this one so far is the noise floor is so small that we had to turn the volume pretty much all the way up to hear it. But once someone comes through, holy shit do they come through. Yeah, I'll probably need to look at this thing and put new caps in it, but will I ever do that? Ha 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 ha! It's Johnny Jones. I'm here at home. And I'll see you later.